Welcome, welcome to the Reality Revolution. It is a beautiful Saturday here in Southern California. Just got done eating just the most amazing breakfast at a place called Santo Remedio in Orange. It was just so glorious. Spending time with my sons and my wife, and I wanted to spend time with the rest of my family, and that's you. I wanted to get a chance now that we just got done with our first event to talk about it with everyone else that might have missed it and just explain what happened, and then we can talk a little bit about opening to power, and then we can I can answer some questions. I was just going to give everybody some time to join in as I started just a touch early, just to say hello to everybody. Alf Pacino, it's always good to see you. Shell Bell Designs, love you always. Luis, my brother, and Will, so good to see everybody. Rena, Phil, Koala, Venus. It was so amazing to hold this event in Los Angeles on November 21st through the 23rd. And I wanted to just share some of my experiences. So you're going to start seeing some video that we obtained from this. But the most amazing thing that resonated with me more than anything was that I got to meet some people that have followed my channel for a very long time in person, and it was the most powerful energy in one single room to have so many light beings, so many star seeds, so many incredible people come together. It felt like I was with my family, and together as a group, we have been meditating and working on ourselves and metaphysics for 7 years. For many people that came to that event, they've been following me, watching every single one of my videos. And I had everything from somebody that found out about me from 6 weeks ago, that followed me the whole time. And it's so amazing to get everybody's perspectives, to get a chance for you guys to meet me and my family. And I really enjoyed this opportunity, and we are so excited because we're going to be holding more and more events, and they're going to get bigger and bigger, and they're going to sell faster and faster. And so I want to make sure you, my people, know about this first so I can give you all the details about what's to come. But this event changed everything. We really went into depth, and we did energy exercises, and we did the future self meditation. We did a higher self quantum jumping meditation. We did a pineal gland meditation on the second day. We talked about navigating this new version of you because we had shifted realities. And we did a bliss body meditation that I think changed the entire world. It was one of the most profound, as this person giving the meditation and feeling the energy of everybody involved. We became one being. I was just a voice. I was watching myself outside of my body. And this was almost a 2 hour meditation where I took the light that we combined with the earth and the cosmos and fourth density to become this really powerful healing light. And we took it through every single part of our body, even the minutest thing that we could imagine. And when people were walking away, I was getting these commentaries. People that could not lay down in a certain way for 25 years suddenly could. People reported seeing beings. And one of the most amazing parts of this meditation, when I was doing it and I was pulling up the energy of the earth is important because it helps us, it brings things into physical manifestation as a part of this healing process. And I could feel the whole group pulling the energy up, and we had an earthquake. Everybody felt it. You can, well, if you're watching the replay, you can see me mention that you caused that earthquake. And then when we looked later, there was no report of an earthquake. So in that moment, something happened where we created this rumble from what we were doing in that localized space. And my friend even said that they noticed it as because he had come in late walking in, and they noticed that the building shook. So we together are this incredible being that can literally do anything. And so when we walked away we did a remembering your future meditation. And then on the final day, we did large sums of money, and we did opening to love, and we ended with shifting into the new earth. And I felt like everybody started out, it was a little bit quiet, but normal. And I got a chance to meet everybody. But by the end, everybody in that group was best friends. And I'm calling upon you, since you're a part of the group. I know that some of you can't make it, and I understand. I'm going to try to make it so that it becomes available to you, because when we have these events, we can come together as a group and we can change the world in the most powerful, loving, positive ways, because over time we've all been indoctrinated as secret agents of unconditional love together. And so when we're together, we can do anything. And so it was wonderful to hear everybody's commentaries and everybody else's stories. And I really hope I get a chance to meet you, and we're going to expand. I'm going to get better and better at doing these events now that I understand what's happening, and it's going to be evolve into something more beautiful and better every time that we do it. We listened to some incredible music. We had a karaoke session on Saturday that lasted until 11:30. It was a 3.5 hour. People, were free to leave, but everybody was there just singing along and joyous in celebration. It had the vibration that we had finally done it, that the dream is real. Everybody there shared in my own manifestation of experiencing this event, because I didn't want to just do an event. I wanted it to be something so life-changing, so earth-shattering, so mind-blowing, and we did it. So we have an event in Newark, New Jersey, right there in the Big Apple, right next to the Big Apple. And you can find the link in the description. That's February 27th through March 1st at the Hilton, at the Newark Airport Hilton, right by the airport. So it's easy to get to, and you have the choice later to go and explore New York City if you decide to stay. And I know there's a lot of people, we made that location, so it's a centralized location. A lot of people on the East Coast wanted it to come and see me, but they couldn't do the long flight to LA. So I'm going to keep on facilitating those. And we have plans to do future events in some amazing locations, Hawaii, Denver. We're looking at everywhere. And I really hope we get a chance to meet with all of you. And tears were shed, and hugs were given, and incredible love was felt. And it's really an honor, now that I've met a lot of you in person, the way that you hold me in a space and allow me to learn. You've been with me, you watched me make mistakes, you've seen me give bad episodes, but you've given me the space and a chance to get better and better at doing this. And I thank you for the service that you offered in doing that, holding me in love and support as I got better and better. By the end of the conference, I was completely outside of my body, and this something was flowing through me, and I can't tell you how amazing that experience is. And I think with this combined group power, we can change the world. We can solve hunger issues. We can create peace in the world. We can overcome the dark energies. When there's that pure loving presence, everything works out. Everything is perfect. Everything is forgiven. And to hear the visions of so many other people and to see those happening in my mind and have an opportunity to see everybody achieving their manifestation, it was genuinely an incredible experience. And so I can't wait for that. And if people want to participate on a daily basis in this group and join the Soul Family, you can join our school group, skool.com/reality revolution. The link is in the description. We have a 7-day free trial, so you can join for free. I have live group coaching sessions every week, and we've done some really advanced meditations. Last week we did the Infinite Selves meditation, and it gives me an opportunity to really explore big group meditations. And so you can join our group at any time. I would love to see you there. And it's amazing to have a family on the internet where we can be together as a soul tribe, where we have a unified purpose. It doesn't matter your background or walk of life or your beliefs, because we are all one in that space. And it's a wonderful, loving space for us as a group. And I love it so much, just as it is here. And so this community is the same. It's the same people. And so it depends on what you want to do. So just for the purpose of today, what really struck me about that weekend, I wanted to talk about power as I talk to other people. So just take a breath, settle in, and I'll take some questions in a second. But I want to explore the potential to change everything, because I'm want to give you the power. It's not an understanding of a technique or in particular. It's something that you've always known, but have been talked out of believing, is the way for me to say it. I want to talk to you about your power and your power. And more specifically, I want to talk to you about why you may feel like you're not experiencing it. And what I've noticed after years of doing this, talking with thousands of people after watching my own journey unfold, is most of us are walking around feeling like we're waiting for something. waiting for the right circumstance, waiting for enough money, waiting until we've healed enough, waiting to grow enough, waiting to learn a little bit more, waiting for permission. I get a lot of people that are waiting when I would talk to them. And while we're waiting, life just keeps happening. I waited for 7 years to put on that live event. I could have been doing them 4 years ago, but I waited. And I understand it also led to my evolution and my success, but years can pass. And the thing is, I wanted to create for you is that the person that you want to become, that reality is calling to you. But it feels like it just stays right out of reach. It's always in the future. It's never here, never now. I want you to create the feeling of the now of that feeling. It's not because you're broken. It's years can pass. It's not because the universe is withholding from you. It's not because you haven't found the right manifesting technique, or the right meditation, or the right teacher. It's because you're actively right now in this very moment blocking your own power. It's not my secret or anyone's to give, it's your secret. I want you to really hear this. Let this sink in. Let your mind hold on to it. Don't let it dismiss it before it has a chance to reach you. You are the one blocking your power, not your childhood, not your traumas, not your circumstances, not the economy, not your boss, not your family, not the government, not the elites, not the dark cabal. You are the one blocking their power. I'm not saying that to make you feel bad. I'm saying, not saying to blame you, because that's how most of us are. I'm saying this because it's the most liberating truth you could ever hear. Because if something outside of you is blocking your power, you'd be stuck. You'd have to wait for external circumstances to change. You'd be a victim of forces beyond your control. But if you're the one blocking, that means that you can stop. Not someday, not when conditions are right now. Let me tell you how this blocking actually works, because it's subtle. It's so constant, so normalized that you don't even see it anymore. I saw this with people I talked to. It starts with stories you tell yourself, the narrative that you run about who you are and what's possible for you. Listen to your own inner dialogues just for one day, and you'll be shocked. You'll hear, I'm not good with money. I've always struggled with relationships. People like me don't get those kind of opportunities, or I'm too old, or I'm too young, or I'm too experienced. I don't know enough. I'm of a certain culture. I'm of a certain age, too damaged. It's not just realistic. Who am I to think I could do that? Have you said any of those things to yourself at any point? Every single one of these thoughts is a block. Every single one is you pushing against a door, keeping your own power locked away where it can't touch your life. And what's wild is most of these thoughts aren't even yours. You inherited them, you've absorbed them from parents who absorbed them from their parents. The pendulum is giving you the information from teachers who didn't know any better, from a culture that benefits from keeping you small and manageable, dependent and controllable. And you've been running programs that were installed before you were old enough to question them. And you've been running them so long, they feel like the truth. They feel like it's just how I am, it's who I have always been. But they're not how you are. They're how you've been taught to be, because beneath all that conditioning, beneath all those stories, beneath the doubt, the fear, and the unworthiness, there is something vast, something powerful beyond measure. The mystics have always known this. Religions have always known this. Every great spiritual tradition points it out. And now even quantum physics is catching up, because they're showing that consciousness isn't just a byproduct of the brain, it is fundamental to reality itself. As I'm always telling you in all my episodes, consciousness is what creates. Consciousness is what collapses the infinite possibilities into your manifest experience. And you are that consciousness. My job is to awaken that power within you. That's what I'm doing. You're not separate from it. You're not a little piece of it. It's not like you're a drop of the ocean. You are it, expressing itself in human form. You are the ocean. looking out through your eyes, listening in through these ears, hearing these words right now. Think about it for a moment. Really think about it. The same creative intelligence that formed galaxies and orchestrates subatomic particles in a perfect dance, that grows a forest from a single seed and beats your heart 10,000 times a day, or 100,000, or whatever the number is, without you having to think about it even once. That intelligence isn't somewhere else. It is not outside of you, watching and judging and deciding whether you deserve good things. It is you, the deepest, truest you, the you that was there before you learned your name, before you learned your story, before you learned all the reasons why you supposedly can't have what you want. So, why doesn't it feel that way? Why do you feel so limited, so stuck, so powerless? Because we block it constantly, relentlessly, with every thought of lack, every expectation of failure, every assumption that the past determines the future. You are an infinite being pretending to be finite. You are the ocean pretending to be a wave, forgetting that you are the entire sea. And the thing about pretending, you can't stop anytime you want. You can stop pretending. You can stop. The pretense requires constant maintenance. You can stop pretending to be limited. You can open yourself up to the infinite version of you. What would happen if you stopped maintaining that you were this small, limited being and you opened yourself up to your true power? And that's what I want to do. So just let's take a moment and we're going to do a quick little meditation. When I'm sharing directly through YouTube, it doesn't let me share music, which I wish I could, but just close your eyes for a second. Allow your body to go into its natural position. You don't have to sit in any special way. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let your shoulders drop. Let the muscles in your face soften. Let your jaw release. Take another breath. Slow down your breath. And then big exhale. Pucker your lips. And see yourself releasing the weight of everything you think you need to figure out, all the problems, all the questions, all the trying, just for the next couple of minutes with me. You don't need any of it. I want you to become aware of something right now in this moment. Your heart is beating. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to effort it into existence. Something is breathing you. Something is circulating your blood, regenerating your cells, coordinating trillions of processes in your body without any conscious effort from you at all. What is that intelligence? What is that thing that animates you? It is not separate from you. It is you, the deeper you. Now, instead of reaching for power, instead of trying to become powerful, I want you to try, instead of generating some feeling, I simply want you to stop blocking and open to your power. Stop limiting, stop telling the story that you're small. Imagine there's a door inside that you have kept tightly shut. You've been standing against it, pushing against it, keeping something out, something you were taught to fear, something you were told was too much. What if you just stepped away from the door, not forcing it open, just no longer holding it closed? And as that door swings open on its own, something begins to flow in you. You might feel a warmth. You feel that expansion. It's like electricity, like presence. Let it move through you, whatever way it wants to move. Let it be free. It's not foreign. This is you. This is the larger you. This is you that you've been blocking. This is the you that you've been afraid of. And notice as this energy moves through you, you're still here, still you. You didn't lose yourself. You didn't become something dangerous or overwhelming. You just became more of what you actually are. Do you feel that? From this place, I want you to consider something. Let this land in your body and in your mind completely. You can create anything. Not because I'm saying it, because this is what consciousness does. This is what you do. You've been doing it your entire life. You just didn't know it. Every circumstance, I want you to feel the truth of that. Feel what it means. If you created unconsciously before, you can create consciously now, not through strain or force, but through this power that's flowing through you right now. What wants to come through? What is wanting one? Can you feel it? Not what you think you should want, not what would impress others. What does your soul want to create? What does this infinite intelligence moving through you want to express? Don't answer with your mind. Let the answer arise from this field of power. Let it show itself to you. Now, whatever arose, however clear or vague, trust it. It came from the truest part of you, the part of you that's never been blocked, the part of you that's been waiting for you to stop pushing against the door. And the key is, you don't have to figure out how. You don't have to know all the steps. Your only job is to stay open to this power, to keep that door open, to stop blocking. The same intelligence that beats your heart, that grew you from a single cell, can do anything and turn you into the most magnificent being, create the most incredible prosperity, heal you in magnificent ways. And throughout the day, just catch yourself saying, I can't, or thinking thoughts where you're blocking your power. Assume that you are all powerful. You don't have to effort your way to us. Feel it. Open yourself. Stop blocking your power just for this moment. I'm opening this power to you and I'm sending it to everybody that is listening to me. Feel that and begin to send your power out. Let it grow. Let it rush through you. Let it rush around the room. Share in our power now in this meditation. Open yourself up to it completely. It's magnificent. It's wonderful. And that's what I'm calling upon you to open yourself to, this immense power that's available to you. And as I continue to talk with you in the future, as you hear the sound of my voice, the moment you hear it, you can feel those blocks going away and you can feel the power within you opening up. And just as you beat your heart without even thinking about it, your reality will change in ways that you don't know because you have the power. You're simply opening yourself up to it. All right. So let's answer some questions today and see what we got. Feel free to put a question in the chat and I'll answer as we go. It's good to see you, Elaine. It's good to see you, Jennifer and Will. Thank you so much, Catherine. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you, Mia. Thank you so much. That means so much. Love you, Mia, with all my heart. Red Spirit, thank you so much. You've always supported the channel. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. It's always good to see you, Gay. Thank you for always being there and commenting on the videos. Thank you to everyone. Catherine, Brian, how long have I been playing guitar? I play a very bad guitar. It's my dream, and I've taken lessons. My son is a much better player of guitar. It's easier for me to imagine the guitar sound than to play it. And so I just, again, if people were at the event, they heard my music. I got to play the songs that many of you haven't heard in between the events and got people to hear some of that music. And still those music are ideas and blueprints that are going to be expanded into something greater. I ask everybody to, if they get a chance, could you please watch my episode called I Heard Songs in Parallel Realities. Now you can hear them too, because people still don't understand what's going on with my music. I fully explain how I'm creating this music in that episode. I am an okay singer. I can sing lower notes. If I practice with a good vocal coach, I could sing higher. And there's a lot of stuff that, for instance, playing the guitar, if I had more time to play the guitar, I would be a great guitar player. But you have to dedicate yourself to play music. And with new technologies, I'm able to play the music that's in my head that I can't play dedicating years and years to. And now I'm excited to say that I'm meeting people that are going to help expand this music so that we can play this music live at events, which I would be very excited about. People are starting to hear this. You can find my music channel at the Brian Scott Musical Experience, where I will regularly be releasing this music and other meditational music. And you can find my channel on Spotify if you want to listen to my music at the Brian Scott Music Experience, the Brian Scott Musical Experience. And so it's really wonderful to have that music out there. But let me just explain. If you watch that episode, which took me a little while to explain, my music comes from a place when I was in a different reality. I was a musician. And something I'm teaching with my infinite selves teaching, something that you can get from watching me is uh, when I started learning quantum jumping and really using this technique, you can see it throughout my career and my YouTube. I, I wanted to write, so I accessed a version of me that was a writer. This version in another reality that's a great writer, and I wrote my book. And I wanted to do a YouTube podcast, so I accessed a version of me that's a great podcaster, and I did that. And then I wanted to start doing meditation, so I accessed a version of myself that could do meditations. And then as I discussed my journey in the episode called it's a workshop for art magic, where I explain how I started creating art because I became this version of myself that was this incredible artist that was just driven by creating art. And I became also a version of myself that was this incredible musician. And I'm trying to teach this to everyone else. When you reach your future self that's in the greatest timeline, it's a version of yourself that's a collection of your best selves. And you can access any version of yourself. It's like a technology of consciousness. And so that's what I'm doing with this music. I'm sharing with you an experience I had. I was hearing music in a parallel reality, and I heard songs that I can't hear now. And I'm trying to share that. And I'm able to do that through this music. I hope that makes sense, but I still have people that don't quite understand. So I'm a pretty good singer. You hear me get up in karaoke. I might hit it after warming up a little bit, but there's a lot more going on. And I'm inviting people that want to make music with me. We're going to start even doing auditions, and we're going to create a musical experience that we can just do by itself, that will be activations through music, which I'm really excited about. All right, what other questions do we got? Any questions? Alf Pacino, I love you so much. If you've dedicated 10,000 hours to playing guitar, then you are a master. That's how long you need to spend to master something, just like I've probably dedicated that much to doing YouTube. And so I would love to hear your guitar, Alf Pacino. I would love it if you could join us. I've already started to create this music live with Metaverse. Brian and I got on a Zoom, and we already started working through how we could create this. And I can sing aspects of it and do the drums. I'm more like Timbaland. The song is a creation in my mind, and so I want to bring other people that can help us build like a band. And I'm talking about a band. It might be like 15 people with backup singers and guitarists. So Alf Pacino, you're invited. I want to hear you play music. Please send me your guitar. Let's figure out a way to make that happen. And anybody that can sing, we're going to find ways for all kinds of singers. And so it's an open call to begin our audition on that. Sam asks, are we coming to the UK next year? Kyle just asked me about the UK, and if you can give me suggestions or ideas, the best place to hold an event in the UK, it's on the list. And we have